Alright, let's try this. It's pretty late, most of the lights in the fish room are off. I turned on a couple just to give us a little light, but I've got a big order of a bunch of wild fish coming, mostly killifish from Africa. I finally heard back, and it sounds like they'll probably be here November 1st, so really exciting. But in order to prepare for that, I need to create a whole bunch of live food, because these wild fish aren't going to be used to flake food and pellets and stuff. I need to start them on live food, and then I can transition them to prepared food, but I don't want to do that right away when they're stressed from shipping and things. I want to get them feeding well and then transition them. So to that end, we have fruit fly madness right here. These are my starter cultures. I got a couple of these guys with a whole bunch of little fruit flies in them. And I've had these going since, I think I got these last, like, over a year now. Not this specific culture, but this line that came. I mean, I've refreshed the cultures frequently to keep them going. So these little guys, so I'm going to do a bunch of those. And then I've got a couple of these cultures of this large species. Let me do a comparison here. They're a lot bigger than these little guys. And these will be great for the big old Epiplates grami that I'm getting in, and maybe some of the other fish. But I'm going to do most of the cultures in these little guys because most of the fish are pretty little that I'm getting. And big fish can eat little flies, no problem, but little fish can't eat big flies. So I'm going to do more little ones. So this is going to be a bit of a race. I'm going to just fill these up real quick, get the new cultures going. I've got them all ready. I've got my container, got my media down here. This is Superfly from Rapashi. I used to do my own out of Rice Krispies, believe it or not, Rice Krispies cereal, but this stuff is so much easier and it lasts really well, and it's automatically the right consistency, so you don't have to worry about it being too wet or anything like that. And it smells really good, I mean, for insect media. And then this stuff here is raffia, which is basically shredded aspen, which is used for arts and crafts. I got, for about 20 bucks on Amazon or eBay, I got enough to last. It's lasted over a year so far, and I've got enough for 3, 4, 5 more years in that order. I got a big bag of it, and it lasts forever. But this stuff is great. It allows the fruit flies to crawl up out of the media, allows the pupae, when the larvae pupate into flies, gives them a lot of surface area where they can do that. And because it's this wood, it kind of soaks up excess moisture, so it doesn't get all, you don't get little beads of water on it. You can use Easter grass and things like that too, but that tends to get kind of water built up on it a little bit because it doesn't suck up the moisture, and it's not as stiff. This stuff is nice and stiff, so it doesn't tend to fall down on you like Easter grass can. Anyway, let's do this real quick and see if we can do this without all the fruit flies getting out. Okay, here we go. So we're going to shake them down, and real quick, 1, 2, just getting a couple dozen in each container, and that's it. And before they all crawl out, just super quick getting the lids on. Alright, bam. Now we'll seal the lids. And I think we did okay. Any get out? I see one. One's not bad. These are flightless, so they're not gonna, get all over the house. They aren't gonna live very long. They'll be hunted down real quick. Okay, cool. Now the next one, I mean, there's plenty in here, but I'm going to use this fresh one to do these next few. And here we go! Think fast, think fast. Alright, done that, and real quick, lids. It's a race against flies. Alright, so we can seal these real quick. We did okay there. I see like, 5 or 6 got out. Cool. So, that's what we end up with. Just a few flies in there, a few dozen, and that's plenty to start them. I mean, each female will lay, I think, a few hundred eggs. I don't think that's an exaggeration. So get a dozen or two in there, and that's going to be, the fish should come November 1st. Today is, geez, I don't even know, October 23rd or so. So that'll give us about a week to get this going. The fish will be in quarantine, medicating without food for a couple days, and so by the time they're ready to eat, these should be blooming and ready to feed. So let's do the big species. So these little guys, I think the little guys are Melanogaster, and the large species is, I think, Heidii, if I remember right, but I'm just going off the top of my head, so I could be wrong about that. But these guys, these big guys, they're so much harder. They're quick. They're super quick. So I'm just going to do 3 at a time. Let's see if I can. Oh man, they're already jumping. Jeez! Ah! Get in there. Okay, let's seal that down. Then the next starter. Here we go. Okay, and they're already going to be jumping out. No, get in there. So fast. They are so fast. I think I did pretty good. All right. So 1 to 2 weeks, these are going to be just, oh, that's an old one. Let's try that again. Take 2. Slate, go. 1 or 2 weeks, these are going to be just full of new fruit flies, and I'll be able to feed all these wild fish up and get them, you know, fat and healthy and ready to acclimate to prepared food. So that's what's going on. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that was fun. I was like, this will probably make an interesting video. Yeah, have a good one. See you later.